Bit of breaking news this afternoon from Michael Carianis on a potential player swap involving Corey Norman at the Dragons.
Corey Norman and Gareth Widdop, Ben. So Gareth Widdop's reached out to the Dragons, according to Michael Carianis, about a possible return to the Dragons. There's talk about a potential player swap with Corey Norman going to England. Steve Price, who's now the Warrington coach where Gareth Widdop is playing, has been involved in the discussions. So we wait and see.
Yeah. Paul Crawley and Brent Reid both at the desks tonight. Good evening, gents.
G'day.
Now, Corey Norman dropped this week by the Dragons. I mean, so it's seeming to me that, his career's coming to an end with the Red V. It'd be huge to think that Gareth Widdop could be back here and playing for St George next year, Crawls.
Everything about the Dragons is all over the shop at the minute, isn't it? Like, seriously, Gareth Widdop's the bloke last year that wanted to get out of the final 2 years of his contract, let the club down, that pretty much forced them into going to find a replacement, who was Corey Norman, and now they're considering bringing him back.
So you're saying this
at 31?
This fits with the theme of the Dragons?
I like the trade, though, to be honest. I think Corey Norman's wanted its welcome at the club. They've got the same management company, so they won't have that impediment to deal with. And Gareth Widdop's a good player. We know that he's a leader, and provided he's over those shoulder problems, I quite like the swap. I think for the Dragons, it's plenty. At 31
years of age, is he providing he's over the shoulder problems?
Well, the way Corey Norman's playing, you can't go much worse.
Look, he's a gun player, Gareth Widdop, when he's on. But it's just that, what does your business stand for? He walked out on him, he left him in the lurch, and now you take him back.
Stands for winning, Crawls. That's what it stands for.
I think that's where the decision's at. But with respect to what you said before, I mean, Paul McGregor, Phil Rothfield sat here on Monday night and said, has supposedly lost a few of the players. His job is not secure next year. There's talk that Shane Flanagan may approach the NRL and try and have his suspension reduced so he can coach next year. So the Dragons at the moment, so much uncertainty.
Yeah, I don't know if they have anybody there that's really steering the ship at the moment, Ben. They're a club that's sort of clutching at straws with a lot of their decision-making. Gareth Widdop, no doubt, can play, but to your point, they let him go because he wanted to return home. He's been back 12 months now and wants to come back. They've been privately shopping around Corey Norman to other NRL clubs. There's been I would say it's been tepid interest from the other clubs about anyone taking him on. He's on $850 a year, which the Dragons inherited, again, to your point, inherited from Parramatta's contract. So it's a lot of freight to take with you as far as the contract goes. A lot's got to happen, but in principle, it sounds like
agreed. And then you ask,
deal.
Who actually makes the decision? Is it the coach? Is it the list manager? Is it the selection committee?
Well, it's Ian Millwood, isn't it? He's the head of recruitment at the moment. So ultimately, I would have thought, look, Gareth Widdop, according to the story, Gareth just wants to come back, so it may not even be at the Dragons.
All right, Ask Kenty is up later tonight. So if you've got your questions, head to Twitter, use the handle FoxNRL and the hashtag Ask Kenty.